What's up, everybody, and welcome to the HPJP Show, the podcast where myself and JP bring random topics of discussion for your amusement. And it goes live every other Saturday on youtube.com/HexxedPhenom as a video version or on podcast services around the globe, things like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, really any podcast service of your choosing.
Oh, yeah!
I'm one of your hosts, Josh, a.k.a. HexxedPhenom.
And I'm JP.
And today we're just doing a short little episode. We're going to dedicate this episode completely to our WrestleMania 35 predictions, because if you guys didn't know,
we'll be going down
we will be there on Sunday in East Rutherford, New Jersey at MetLife Stadium, and we cannot wait. I'm so excited.
It's going to be that groundbreaking WrestleMania. I feel like you can see the landscape of WWE changing when you look at this card, and afterwards, who knows, man? This might even bring in a whole new era.
I mean, on paper, this card is stacked to hell.
Dude, it is so stacked. I don't know how in God's name they're going to do all these matches. But they apparently want to do it for, I think, like 5 to 6 hours, and they don't give a fuck if they go overtime. They don't even care. So it's going to be a long one. Better get those seat cushions. You're going to need them.
Definitely. There's 16 matches confirmed right now.
A possible 17th match, which we'll get into. The top secret huge Omega match.
But we're just going to go down the list of matches. And let's start with the main event for the night. Winner take all. Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch. Of course, Ronda Rousey going in as Raw Women's Champion. Charlotte going in as SmackDown Women's Champion.
And Becky is going in
as the man.
She is going in as the man, and she has nothing to fucking lose.
With a plan.
Yeah, like for real. This match can go many different ways, since now they have the 2 titles that are on the line in this match, adding more fuel to the fire. For some reason, people like to complain that ruined the match. I don't understand, but people like to bitch about everything. So, looking at what we got, you know, realistically, I'm going into this with an open mind because, sure, I want Becky to win. I think majority of the people do. It's just WrestleMania is usually that time where something gets shaken up and you think someone will win, but they don't, but it's still epic. So keeping an open mind, but I'm calling Becky Lynch to be the winner.
Yeah, so I think for every match we should give who we want to win and who we think will win. So for me, I mean, like you said, there is obviously the chance that they could...
The shakeup could happen.
They could do some kind of swerve somewhere. But personally, I think Becky Lynch is going to win, and I want Becky Lynch to win. So
if she doesn't win,
people are going to be pissed.
Yeah, people will be pissed. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time, but as long as it's an epic match, it's going to go over well. It's just the ending is where it could happen. I mean, they could easily do the whole corporation thing where Stephanie tries to screw Becky out of it. I feel like they're going to try to anyway, but I think if anybody else wins...
I feel like if they're going to try to screw anybody out of it, they would try to screw Ronda, at least from where the storyline's going at this point.
Yeah, like I feel if anybody else wins this match, it's Charlotte, and...
I think people would be more pissed if Charlotte came out the winner than Ronda, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody wins, that's cool. It's just, I mean, from seeing 32, I didn't think Charlotte was going to win that first ever women's
That's very true.
match. So they could easily flip it. I just feel like Becky's going to win. I have like a 95% gut feeling about that.
She's so incredibly over that it would be a really big missed opportunity to have her lose.
That's like WrestleMania.
Or to have her win, I should say.
Yeah, that's like having WrestleMania 14 and you have Shawn Michaels beat Stone Cold Steve Austin. I think people would have rioted. Yeah. Honestly, because Shawn was injured, so hopefully Becky. We can hope.
Yep. Then the next one, we got the Universal Championship. Brock Lesnar taking on Seth Rollins.
Oh, man. You're going to hear me grunt a lot during this because I'm getting pumped. But
I think this is going to be a really good match.
This is going to be a really good match because ultimately I can't see Brock winning this. I just can't. And I'll explain why. So
I feel like a lot of people have been saying this, though, about Brock, and yet he always comes away with the championship.
The thing with this is this run wasn't planned.
That's true.
This happened because Roman had the cancer that happened. So Brock signed a contract extension. He was going to go fight in the UFC. So I have a perfect vision of how this can go, and I hope it happens. What I want to see is Seth Rollins beat Brock Lesnar with the help of the Shield, and then when Seth celebrates, the Shield is there for one last send-off. And then, this is highly rumored. There's a rumor that if Seth wins the match, Vince McMahon will come out and fire Brock Lesnar.
That'd be cool.
And it would create like that realistic atmosphere because like Vince knows people don't like Brock. So in hindsight, they can end WrestleMania if that is the solid main event. It's one of the main events, but if they end that with Vince McMahon firing Brock Lesnar, that will be a moment that we will never forget, especially after how people are kind of sick of Lesnar.
I mean, we know that he wants to go fight in the UFC. He wants to go fight, what's his name, Daniel Cormier?
Yeah, he wants to go have, like, I think a 3-fight contract. He needs to do something else. I mean, we already talked about the Brock Lesnar effect. So, yeah, I'm hoping Seth wins. How about you?
I'm hoping Seth wins, and I think Seth is going to win.
You think
whether it's clean or not, I think at the very least Roman is going to play some part in the match. I'm not sure about Dean, but I hope that
I am willing to bet that
Roman and Dean help, and then they all celebrate together.
I feel like that's going to happen. Like I think we need that, and also we were just talking about the women's event, but there's a rumor that we might see the 4 horsewoman curtain call at WrestleMania, where they're all in each corner. That. So a lot of stuff that could happen.
All right, so the next matchup on our list is for the WWE Championship, Daniel Bryan defending against Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston finally getting his opportunity.
This is another one of those matches where the path is very clear of what people want. They want Kofi to win.
It's clear what people want.
It's very clear.
Does Vince care, is the question.
I think at this point they need to have him win. Because if not, the racial allegations are just going to happen immediately. But the thing that I was telling him before we went to record this is, if Kofi doesn't win and Daniel Bryan wins, I would honestly like to see the New Day turn on Kofi, because I hate the New Day and they need to go away. But that's my only other outcome.
I feel like the New Day could really turn on Kofi no matter which way it goes.
Yeah, I mean, they could still
I don't know if it would... I don't think it would be both members of the New Day. I think maybe it would just be Big E.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, CWB booked themselves in such a corner with the Kevin Owens story that, you know, how they've been doing this every week where Kofi's going to win, they stack the odds, people are getting very, very... upset about that, and they're saying a lot of things that shouldn't be said. But yeah. I think for the sake of their company and product and views, they should give it to Kofi, because if not, there's going to be problems.
Yeah, I mean, Kofi, regardless of if you like him or not, he's been with the company for 11, almost 12 years now. He has more than earned his opportunity.
I actually saw Kofi Kingston debut at a SmackDown taping before the taping happened in January 2008 in Wilkes-Barre. I saw him debut before he actually debuted months later. Yes, it was very...
That's awesome.
Yeah, because he debuted, I believe, after Mania. I think he had his solid run that year. So, yeah, crazy stuff, and here we are.
Yeah, I think it would be a huge missed opportunity to have Kofi not win this match.
Yeah, like, there's just mistakes they can't make at this Mania. Like last year, they made a crap ton of mistakes. The Brock Lesnar finish was definitely one of those, and I don't like Roman Reigns, and I still thought that finish was bad. Yeah. So hopefully they're on the right track this year.
Yeah, so I think Kofi's going to win, and I want Kofi to win.
Kofi
Mania.
Kofi Mania! Brother.
Speaking of Roman Reigns, the next matchup we have is Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre.
Ooh-ah!
I feel like
this could go either way, but I think
it
Roman
could go
Reigns...
either way, but I feel like they're gonna give it to Roman just because, like, hey, look, I'm back.
Yeah, this is gonna be this is just gonna be Roman Reigns like big match back, and I'm thinking it's gonna be a good match. No,
yeah,
the storyline's good.
I think they're not dumb enough to just make it a squash match to be like, oh, look how strong Roman is, in case you forgot. But yeah, I think hopefully it's gonna be a good match. But yeah, I think Roman's gonna win. And yeah, I guess I want Roman to win.
Honestly, it's
makes sense for him to win his comeback, like, big match.
It's kind of like a dream match too, Because Drew McIntyre was the chosen one. Roman Reigns is the golden boy. So, I mean, kind of makes for a fantasy dream match.
Kind of, yeah.
That is happening from different generations. I'm excited.
And we've got AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. I think this honestly, this might open the show.
Regardless, this is probably gonna this is gonna really get us going.
I hope this is like a fucking war.
This is actually a dream match. This has been a dream match since the mid 2000s when Randy Orton came on the scene, and AJ Styles is essentially a legend. So I guess the legend killer gimmick could somewhat come back here, but
yeah,
it's definitely gonna tear the house down. And if it doesn't, I will be highly upset. But I'm sure they're going to go all out.
I'm most excited to see what kind of crazy end they're going to have to it. Like, what's Randy Orton going to somehow reverse into an RKO is what I want to know.
And what I like about this story is they made it so personal because they start attacking each other on social media. Like AJ Styles, I sent you guys the photo. AJ Styles got his WrestleMania gear in a trash bag. And Randy Orton just comments with the trash can emoji. It's like the little things that are slowly making this a personal feud. I'm excited.
I'm excited. I don't know. See, I think Orton is gonna win, but I want Styles to win. I think.
Yeah, I want Styles to win, but I'm fine with Randy Orton. I mean, I don't really know if I could pick one over the other in this. It's just too epic to call.
Regardless, it's going to be an awesome match, regardless of the outcome. So,
oh yes.
Then we have Triple H versus Bautista, no holds barred, and Triple H's career is on the line.
I noticed that Triple H has a thing for street fights at WrestleMania. So 29, he had a street fight. Now he has a no holds barred match. Sting, he had the same thing at 31.
Yeah.
So we carry the tradition, the no holds barred match at WrestleMania. And I'm pretty damn excited. This has been years in the fucking making, essentially.
Yeah. I don't know. We were talking about this before we started recording. I think Triple H is going to win.
Yeah, it looks like Triple H is going to win, but if they pulled a WrestleMania swerve where he called it a career, that would be a groundbreaking moment.
That wouldn't surprise me either if he wins. It wouldn't surprise me. And then it's just like, you know what?
Yeah, if he
whatever. Like, I'm hanging him up.
See, the thing is, if he does retire, the thing that would shock me the most is he is in really good condition for his age, his physique, and all that stuff. And Saudi Arabia calls for millions of dollars of a payday and all that stuff. Yeah. So he still has a lot of money to make. But if he walks away, it kind of just shows where his heart is instead of the money. So,
yeah.
Will I think that he'll lose? I could see it, but I really think he's going to win.
The way that they started, I was telling you this earlier, but the way they started building this rivalry was based on that Evolution reunion they had on, what was that, SmackDown 1000?
SmackDown 1000.
Where Bautista was just complimenting everybody and having a good time, and then he's just like, oh, and Hunter, he's done everything in this business except beat me, or whatever. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
I think Triple H is going to win.
Yeah, I think Triple H is finally going to beat Bautista, which is weird, because I never took or kept track of that, and he never beat Bautista. That is insane.
That is a pretty insane stat when you think about it.
It's been a long time.
Especially, how many times have they fought each other? I would assume it's been a lot.
God, they've known each other since 2003, and we're talking 15 years in the making with this match again. That's crazy. WrestleMania 21 had that match. Batista beat Triple H. Vengeance 2005, Batista beat Triple H in Hell in a Cell. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Pretty insane when you think about it. The next match we have is the Intercontinental Championship match. Bobby Lashley defending against the Demon Finn Bálor.
Okay, so I made some comments before we started recording, and I guess I'll let all of you guys in on this if you haven't been keeping up on rumors. So I'm going to say I want Finn Bálor to win, but I think Bobby Lashley's going to win, and the reason for that is Bray Wyatt is coming back, and apparently they've been keeping him off TV for the right moment, and the rumor is that he will interfere in Finn's match as Sister Abigail and start a whole new feud with the Demon.
While I think that would be an awesome rivalry, I kind of hope they wait till after the match so that the rivalry can be fought over the IC title.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
Because that's just my personal bias. Any of you guys that watch the WWE series know I love Finn Balor.
Finn Balor,
my world heavyweight champion.
Yeah, Finn Balor's amazing. You know, like it'd be cool if the title was on the line. I think that'd be great. It's just I don't know how. See, the thing that I could see happening is during the match, Finn will be red hot, the lights will go out, and then all of a sudden you're gonna see Bray Wyatt dressed in a veil and all this crap, and then Finn's gonna be like, "What the hell is this?" And Bobby Lashley's gonna do his finisher, and that's it. So I don't know. That could happen. I love Finn too. I'd love to see him win, but after reading
because
that,
the thing is too is if you're gonna create a rivalry, one of the best ways to get automatic heat is to cost someone the title. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like Bray Wyatt will be so hated, and I mean he'll be hated for many reasons, but yeah, screwing Finn at WrestleMania as the Demon, I think that's gonna be a great summer feud.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So I want Finn to win, but I think most likely Bobby Lashley will win by DQ or by just via distraction or something.
Yeah, it's gonna be something.
All right, United States Championship: Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio.
Okay, so this one's iffy because Rey's actually injured.
Is he like actually injured?
He's actually injured. So
are they still gonna put this match on, or what are they?
This match is still gonna happen, and apparently Rey is gonna be prepared for Sunday. It's either that, or this whole thing's a work, and John Cena is gonna face Samoa Joe at WrestleMania for United States Championship, because it's the perfect segue where you don't see it coming, and it would just happen. So that's one of the two John Cena things of the night. We'll get to the second soon, but realistically though, I feel like Samoa Joe will probably win the U.S. title match no matter who he faces, because that doesn't make sense.
The thing I'm most curious about is what the hell were they gonna do with Rey Mysterio's son Dominic? Like they just randomly were just like, "Hey Dominic, we haven't seen you in like 12 years since we determined your custody in a ladder match."
So here's you want to hear a really fucked up rumor that they might actually do. So if this is a work and it's not John Cena that fills in, because John Cena is the wild card at this WrestleMania. He has a match, but we don't know when and where. So in this story that I was reading, if the ankle injury is a work, or if he's injured, whatever, apparently what they want to do is they keep mentioning Dominic because apparently they might have Dominic either help Rey win,
or wrestle for him,
or turn his back on him and say that he's actually Samoa Joe's biological kid. Yeah.
Why do they keep? Why is WWE obsessed with
they're obsessed with this DNA.
Fucking around with Dominic's parent.
Yeah, apparently, if they do that and he screws his father at WrestleMania, they're gonna do something that he's somehow related to Samoa Joe. And I hope they don't do that, but
personally,
that'd be a shocker.
Personally, I don't like when they do fake, hey, we're related storylines, like the thing with Jason Jordan being Kurt Angle's kid.
Oh,
the
God,
thing with Hornswoggle being Mr. McMahon's kid.
That had to be the funniest story. This is my son? Yes, Vince. Hornswoggle's your son. And all you hear is him go, damn it. But, I really don't think they're going to
I think either way, Samoa Joe's really pretty much going to win. I mean, I would love to see Rey Mysterio pull it out somehow, but...
Yeah, it's just... If Dominic's at ringside, he is definitely in the finish somewhere.
Somehow.
Let's put it that way. If you see that kid at ringside, something is going to happen.
It's like he just walks up to Rey Mysterio. You're not my dad.
You're not my dad. Just like my friend was in the Audi, and her mother usually works in the Audi, and she comes in, and all she goes is, "You're not my mom." Just like, you're not my dad. God, that'd be so weird.
All right, so we got a Fatal 4-Way Women's Tag Team Championship match. Sasha and Bayley versus Beth Phoenix and Natalya versus Nia Jax and Tamina versus the Iconics.
So this is the first of two Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Championship matches I'm very excited about.
Realistically, the only outcome I can see to this is Sasha and Bayley retaining. The Iconics are the only other ones I could possibly see, but I don't know.
I don't even have a preference who I want to win. I just know it's going to be a good fucking match. And The thing that there's a rumor with this match that since Alexa Bliss is hosting WrestleMania, either she will come out and like the Hardy Boyz at WrestleMania 33, she'll make an announcement that Trish and Lita are fighting for the titles. That is apparently the heavily weighted rumor here, is that Trish and Lita are actually going to compete at Mania for the titles. I don't know. As
cool as that would be, it's like
they'd come and win them. You already know it.
Well, the thing is, I hate when they do shit like that, because then like they're not going to be around to defend them. So it's just like, oh, cool, look, they won at Mania, but then they had to drop them the next night. You know what I mean?
Something like that. I think they'd come back.
Personally, I don't like when they do transitional champions like that, like how they did.
I got to see Zack Ryder win the title at Mania and lose it at Raw at 32. That was sick.
Like last year when they did Braun Strowman and Nicholas, and then the next night they had to drop the titles because Nicholas is like, oh, I got to worry about school.
Man, I have a funny one for you about that one when we get to the match. So
you think Nicholas is going to make his grand return?
He is.
In the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. He's going to help Strowman win?
He is. Yep.
That really wouldn't surprise me.
That is apparently the story. But yeah, realistically...
For this match, as for who we know is confirmed in it right now... I'd say I want Sasha and Bayley to win, and I think they're going to win.
I don't even really care who wins. It's going to be a good match either way. Sasha and Bayley works for me.
The Miz versus Shane McMahon, a false count anywhere. This is going to be an awesome match, I think.
This is going to be probably one of the matches that might steal the fucking show, because I'm sure the Miz's dad is going to be there. Shane McMahon's been using sanity to do his dirty work, and it's a falls count anywhere match. So realistically, are we going to see a highly dangerous spot? I don't think so, but we're going to see a spot.
I wonder how far they're going to take the falls count anywhere thing. I wonder if they'll go backstage at all.
Yeah, I'm thinking they're going to go backstage. They're probably going to do a lot of crazy shit in this match. I just don't know if there's going to be a huge, like, dangerous spot, because Shane's a heel, and heels don't entertain the crowd. So I'm sure they're going to be hardcore. I'm sure there's going to be bum spots and all that. But if a Shane McMahon angle pops up where he jumps off the truck or something,
that'd be cool.
I would love it. So we'll see. But I think
the Miz is going to win to get his like comeback, or not comeback, but redemption is the better word.
I think the Miz is going to win. He's going to
win it for his dad.
Yeah, exactly. I think he's going to win mainly because of what Shane did to his father, because he whooped the shit out of his dad. Yeah. It was just like, wow. So, going to be a great match, though. I am highly, highly anticipating this.
Yeah, regardless, I think it's going to be a really good match.
Oh, man. Okay.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin. Kurt Angle's farewell match.
So this is the only match on the card that I am, like, highly detesting. But I think everybody is, for the most part.
For the most part, yeah.
So what do I think is going to happen here? Kurt Angle's going to win it. But now this is going to be more of a John Cena scenario. So, my name is John. John Cena, man. Okay, so John Cena in this match. So I think it's pretty safe to assume Curt is going to just destroy Baron Corbin. Now, there's two ways this can go. One, they actually have a plan for this match, and it's only them. Or Kurt Angle swashes the living shit out of Baron Corbin like we want him to, and then John Cena walks out and says, I'm filming a movie, but I made time to come here at WrestleMania to make sure that you have one more great match. And I came to New York City from Taiwan to face Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
That's what I'm kind of hoping, hits you in the feels. Like, damn, John's doing this on his own fucking time. Like, he doesn't need to come back. But realistically, I don't know. I mean, everybody's saying that it is definitely not John Cena, but seeing Kurt Angle say, well, John has a match at WrestleMania. That's why I'm sitting there. I'm like, I feel like it's reverse psychology, and that actually will happen, but I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I hope it's, Angle squashes Corbin, then Cena comes out and is like, you know what, Kurt, you deserve one last great WrestleMania match, and what better way to do it than against me? Because it would be
really,
a complete beautiful full circle situation because when John Cena debuted on the main roster, he
faced Kurt Angle.
He first faced Kurt Angle.
The thing that I'm thinking it's John Cena because on his Instagram, John Cena makes it very obvious of where things are going. And he has posted a photo of a guy that said Baron Corbin is a dumpster fire. He posted a photo of his face over Baron Corbin in a scenario. He posted a photo of Kurt Angle and John Cena in 2002 when he took the challenge, which the other tie-in is when Kurt Angle announced his final match at Mania, that was the same building 17 years later that John Cena accepted the challenge of.
Yeah.
So there's so many things in this match.
It would be such a wasted opportunity, dude.
It's going to be sad saying goodbye to Kurt Angle. I mean, I don't care who he faces. He could be facing the gobbledygooker or something, you know?
Yeah.
But, when it comes time to unlace those boots, the match is over. God, oh man, it's going to be rough.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping it goes out on the right note. Watch Stone Cold gives him a stunner.
Yeah. It's like watch Baron Corbin just fucking squashes Kurt Angle. I'd be like, wow, fuck that.
Can you imagine if Baron Corbin squashes Kurt Angle and John Cena comes out and whoops the shit out of Baron Corbin and then faces Kurt Angle? Just lays down for him. Yeah, that match is going to be... it is literally the match that is booked on a gamble. This match right here. Crazy shit.
Yeah. I mean, either way, no matter what happens, I think Kurt Angle is going to win whatever match he ends up fighting in.
Yeah. I mean, it would only make sense if it's his final match, final Mania moment, stuff like that.
Well, with that being said, we're moving on to another Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match. This one for the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
Oh, God, I'm so ready.
We've got the Usos defending against Ricochet and Aleister Black, The Bar, and Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura. And I'm going to be honest.
Oh, my God, I'm so pumped for this match.
I want Ricochet and Aleister Black to win so fucking bad.
Yeah. So, I want Ricochet and Aleister Black to win as well. They have a match at the time we're filming this tonight at TakeOver New York. Now, what's going to happen, I really don't know, but I can already tell you that Ricochet is going to have a spot. There's no doubts about it that he will have a spot, 2 spots. He's going to do something absolutely insane.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if for the first time on the main roster, he did the Hurricanrana to the outside from the top rope.
Oh, yeah.
I could totally see them doing insane spots in this match.
I hope so, dude.
Now, who do I think will actually win? Probably the Usos. But they have new tag team titles.
It depends on what they want to... If they're like... If Vince is actually like high on Ricochet and Aleister Black or not.
I have a feeling Vince and Triple H are fighting about this on a day-to-day basis right now.
Probably.
He's probably, God damn it, Vince, they need the win. They are the future. And Vince is probably like, no, the Usos are in the blood.
It's like, the Usos have the Rock's blood flowing through them.
Yeah, I swear, if you got the Rock's blood flowing through you, you could be the worst human being alive. You'll still be basically strapped to a rocket once you hit WWE. Samoan blood?
Nia Jax.
Samoan blood? Let it flow all over WrestleMania.
All right, so we got Raw Tag Team Championships. This one wasn't built up at all. This was like randomly announced on Twitter like a couple days ago.
I'm excited to see it though, nonetheless.
The Revival defending against Zack Ryder and Curt Hawkins.
This is literally the reunion of Zack Ryder and Curt Hawkins. The last time they fully tag teamed was like the Edgeheads back in like 2008 when they had long hair.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty excited on this match just because Zack Ryder and Curt Hawkins.
Yeah.
The Revival...
The Revival.
I'm pretty sure the Revival is just going to win because they're like, hey, give us the titles or we're leaving. That's what they did.
Could you imagine if Vince just fucks them over in the end and they lose to fucking Ryder and Hawkins at WrestleMania?
And then can you imagine Triple H is like, yeah, get the hell out of here.
Could you imagine how fucking shitty that would feel?
I gotta admit though, I love that moment though. Zack Ryder and Curt Hawkins.
Because Curt Hawkins is what, like 700 losses deep or some insane amount of losses deep in a row.
Hey man, it just takes one win to turn it all around. Maybe WrestleMania.
Could you want that? The Revival would be so fucking pissed and I wouldn't even care.
Yeah, like I think I want Ryder and Hawkins to win, but I know the Revival's gonna win because they only have
I'm in the same boat.
They only have those belts because they said they would leave for AEW if they didn't get those belts. and that's why they have them. So they played the game. So
I was honestly hoping that it was going to be a one-on-one tag team match between the Revival and Ricochet and Aleister Black, because they beat them like 2 or 3 times on Raw clean, like over the past like month.
Yeah.
And then they just got thrown into the SmackDown tag team title match. I'm like, all right, whatever.
Well, at least they're getting a tag title match, I guess, right?
It's true. But yeah, I want Ryder and Hawkins to win, but I think the Revival's going to win.
The Revival, yeah. Fuck the Revival.
Fuck the Revival. And then we got the Cruiserweight Championship match, which is unfortunately relinquished to the kickoff show again.
What?
We have Buddy Murphy, at least that's what it says here.
Shit.
We have Buddy Murphy defending against Tony Nese. I don't really know much about Tony Nese.
This is going to be a really fucking good match, though,
but
I can tell you that.
I think Buddy Murphy's going to retain, in my opinion.
Buddy Murphy, I think, is looking for a landmark record, so I think he'll win, but who knows? He might lose at WrestleMania. It's going to be a good match, and yeah, it sucks they're on the pre-show, you know, because a lot of times on the pre-show, the 205 Live match is like match of the night.
The sad thing is
it makes everything else look bad, really.
Depending on how bad the lines are, we might even miss it.
Possible. For us,
depending on when they put it on.
For us, we're probably going to get down there like 4 o'clock. It starts at 5. So
true, but some people will end up missing it, I'm sure.
Exactly. I feel like this match will be in between the Battle Royals, which we're not going to get into.
But yeah, I think Buddy Murphy's going to win, and I want Buddy Murphy to win.
Buddy Murphy's my buddy.
And then we have the 2 Battle Royals. The male, which is the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which is also on the kickoff show.
I'm willing to make a nice, bold prediction.
I think Braun Strowman's going to win.
So Braun Strowman's going to win with the help of Nicholas, and we're going to see that NFL player is going to be in that match.
Oh, Rob Gronkowski or whatever?
Yeah, but he's apparently going to be a primetime player.
Yeah, because he retired from NFL.
And there's actually something crazy. At WrestleMania, Conor McGregor may in fact
be in the crowd,
be there and start something and build a match.
Dude, that'd be pretty cool.
Because it seems like because
he retired from UFC recently too, didn't he?
Yeah, it can really happen. And Conor McGregor is an absolute shit talker, and he knows how to destroy stuff. So you know
WWE loves picking up those washed up UFC fighters.
Yep, and man, let me tell you, Conor destroyed his career, but he could still be a landmark in. I mean, look at Ronda Rousey. Yeah. Ronda Rousey is the crown jewel, but Conor McGregor, yeah, would be interesting. We'll see.
They have a list of confirmed entrants for the Memorial Battle Royal, so I'll just read them off.
What, is Bo Dallas in it?
Got Braun Strowman, Michael Chi, and Colin Jost. I think they're from Saturday Night Live or whatever. Whoever the fucking people that were guests on Raw a couple weeks ago and that were pissed off Braun Strowman. For some reason, they're in the Battle Royal.
Wait, what?
There was like 2 people from, I think, Saturday Night Live or some similar show.
You're telling me comedians are in a Battle Royal at WrestleMania?
Yeah, and they pissed off Braun Strowman. Because one of them was backstage and was like, "Hey, Braun, none of this stuff is real, right?" And then he like fucking put him up against the wall and was like choking him out. He's like, is this real? And so they've been like going back and forth with each other. So they're in the match.
This is gonna be interesting. I feel like Shaq is probably gonna come. I don't know why. And the Big Show.
There's Andrade, Apollo Crews, Titus O'Neil, Tyler Breeze, Jinder Mahal, Noe Jose, Bobby Roode, Chad Gable, Lucha House Party, Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel, Heath Slater, Rhino, Victor Connor, Ali, Shelton Benjamin, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, Otis, Tucker, and EC3.
I'm very upset.
So realistically, like the only person I can see winning out of this list is Braun Strowman.
Honestly, like I'm kind of upset the Hardys don't have a tag match. But
I wish they would have been in the SmackDown Tag Team Title match, and Ricochet and Aleister Black would have been fighting the Revival.
Yeah. Yeah. Then again, there's so many matches. It's like there's so much match-worthy stuff they should probably focus on. I feel like the Hardy Boyz in a tag match would just be like nostalgia. So at least they're in the Battle Royal to get to see them.
They were kind of building towards it a little bit.
Yeah, because like Matt Hardy's like, I have a dream for the mania of wrestling. And he told this whole little fantasy, but yeah, Braun Strowman and Nicholas, I'm sure, which is going to be very strange.
They did post something really weird and out of place on WWE's YouTube channel a couple weeks ago.
Don't even tell me they spoiled.
And it was like, I don't know what they call the series, but it was like a "Where Are They Now" video of Nicholas.
Oh,
They
yeah.
were talking to like his friends from third grade or whatever the fuck, and they were like, "Yeah, it's so cool that our buddy Nicholas is the youngest champion in WWE history or whatever." And then at some point, Nicholas is like, "I'm excited to let everybody know that I'm currently training for my WWE comeback."
Yep.
And so yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if he helps Strowman win somehow.
That's actually one of the writer's kids.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that.
Yep.
All right.
So, the Women's Battle Royal.
This is the last match on the list. We've got the Women's Battle Royal also on the kickoff show, and we have confirmed entrants for this as Asuka, Carmella, Naomi, Lana, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Nikki Cross, Dana Brooke, Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, Mickie James, and Zelina Vega.
I feel like in this match they could easily have like Lita come back and stuff like that if they wanted to.
Realistically, from what they have confirmed here,
but on the pre-show, I don't see that happening.
Realistically, from what they have confirmed, the only person I could really see winning off of this list is Asuka.
Yeah,
I feel like they might give it to Asuka as just like a feel bads kind of moment for like, hey, sorry we took the title off you for no reason, but here you can win this battle royal that doesn't really mean anything. But
I really don't even care about the battle royals, but if we really had to pull predictions, I think Asuka and Braun Strowman are the winners, clear-cut winners.
I mean, the men's list is more complete than the women's list. The women's list I only read off like 12 names, so there's 18 more to go. But I think I read off like 26 names from the men's list. There's only like four
honestly
surprises in there.
The people they didn't list, you're probably going to see NXT people fill it. Yeah, honestly, probably. They're probably going to go right to NXT and the Mae Young Classic people that come back for it. But yeah, overall, if this Mania is looking like a top tier for me, personally, I think it's going to crack my top 3. This is the Mania that people strive to go for and go to, because it is where all the history will be written.
I mean, on paper, it is a stacked to hell card, and
every match is stacked. You know, like even going in the past at Mania, there was like 1 or 2 matches you're like, whatever.
Really, the only match we're not looking forward to is the Baron Corbin one.
Yeah, and we're not looking forward to it just because of the fact that if John Cena,
so much better.
If John Cena doesn't come out and that's just the match,
gonna be a shit show.
That is going to be the shit show of the whole card, but. I really think it's John Cena, and Elias is having his musical performance, which I'm sure The Undertaker will probably come out to, or John Cena if he faces Elias. See, Cena has a huge WrestleMania match. I don't think Elias is a huge surprise match, so that's why I'm thinking it's Kurt Angle and Cena, and The Undertaker will probably come out and toss Elias around for like 2 minutes and... Hopefully he comes back as the badass. That's the highly regarded rumor. I could see it.
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense for because Elias is just doing like a musical performance or whatever. So you know someone's gonna interrupt it, but it's like, would you really want to waste? I mean, it's weird to say would you want to waste Cena on that, but then,
I mean,
would you really want to waste the Undertaker on that either?
The Undertaker, it would make sense in many ways, but it would also make sense if the Honky Tonk Man came out. Because he's going in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. So there's many things that could happen, but if Undertaker comes out, it's not going to be a match unless Vince wants him like dressed up. Yeah. That's why I think him coming back as the American Badass, it shows that he doesn't have to be in a match at WrestleMania. He could just be like The Rock and Stone Cold that are apparently going to be there. And he could just come out, smack him around a bit, trash talk him, and just get on his bike and ride out. I think that'd be really cool. Yeah. Well, that being said, guys, we are excited for Mania. I'm so ready, and you can get to see him vlogging and my girlfriend vlogging, and they could vlog each other vlogging, and we're going to have a good time. Yep, we're going to be vlogging the events of that day. Yeah. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the HPJP Show, the podcast where JP and I bring you random topics of discussion for your amusement. It goes live every other Saturday at youtube.com/HexxedPhenom as a video version and an audio version on Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, really any podcast service of your choosing. Oh, yeah. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, have a phenomenal day.